It makes me sad when people think very highly of me, and when I'm alone, I know about all of my deep, dark thoughts. Does this dark side define who I am? My name is Kelvin, and I am on my 30 to 60 day monk mode journey. I'm learning how to listen to my mind, lead by my spirit, and stay true to the person that I am. You know your deepest, darkest thoughts, and that slight deviation from good. This can't define who we are. But what do we call this evil? Carl Jung had a perfect term for this. He called it your shadow self. So, doing research just to better understand myself, I just found that the shadow self could be defined as, this is per my understanding, it could be defined as those parts of yourself that you do not want to accept. But these parts stay with you, and they are more prominent because you refuse to accept them and you refuse to confront them. So those are the ugly parts that will eventually, if not now, start showing to people, and you'll be defined as the shadow. What made me think of this? A very special individual in my life defined me as a narcissist. At first, you can say that, nah, I'm not that. But again, every single human being has narcissism a part of them. So I decided to accept this definition, saying that I am a narcissist. And then when I sit down and I look down, I do have very evil traits. So I'm actually caught between, is this evil that is within normal? Does everybody experience it? Or is there a selected few that are narcissists? But I'm okay with that, because I believe the first step to change is understanding yourself, and then you can actually do something about yourself. Because as I said in the previous journals, you cannot change something that you do not see. And if at the end of the day I've been misdefined, the work leads for me to be a better person. Hence, I came to another conclusion. When somebody labels you as something, like maybe someone calls you the B word, or someone says you were useless, take that, own it, and say that I am useless. Now, in your mind, find a way for you to become useful. This is kind of like self-enhancement based on negative feedback. At the end of the day, even if you're not useless, if you view yourself, if you take that view of you being useless, you have more work to do on yourself. And by the time you're done with that work, you come out a better person. So it doesn't matter what they say, you receive it. Forget their intentions. You receive it in the best way possible and change it up and transform yourself into a better person. On the other hand, seeing evil in others should not make you adapt to their evil. What do I mean by this? Alright, I have a client that has their main employee, right? And just in my journey, past year with them, this main employee, she wants to bust her power on me. So she always is trying to push me down, always saying negative things, highlighting all of my mistakes, and just making me feel stupid. I'm sure we all have that person in our life, whether you work with people or you're working for somebody. So through all of this, I had two different transitions, and let me explain to you in detail how these different transitions got me different outcomes. My first transition was saying, like, you know what, screw you, bro. Who are you that's gonna tell me? You are nothing, you're just an employee. So I pushed back. So the more I pushed back, she pushed back at me. And at the end of the day, guys, if you find someone in a specific position, whether they are lower or at a higher position than you, that person has more power, because longevity is playing in their favor. In my understanding, I trust somebody that I've known longer than a person that I've just met now. you know. So playing against a person like that is kind of like a losing game, because it's either you might lose because they may be put in that position to be like, hey, please tell me how this person is, since I don't have time to really look over them. Understand? So I really just stopped there, because I was like, okay, you know what? I'm playing a losing game here. So there's two books that were very important in the scenario. The first one is 48 Laws of Power. So the first law of power is never outshine the master. So basically, if you find someone in a specific position, don't outshine them, because they'll do everything in their power to destroy you. I violated that first law. And then there's another book by Dale Carnegie, How to Win Friends and Influence People. I think, yeah, How to Win Friends and Influence People. Show them that you listen, repeat what they're saying, and repeat their names. So in all interactions, this is an interaction that I actually had yesterday. So in the interaction I had, my first response was the response I told you. I was just like, okay, cool, noted. And then I came back. I was like, hey, you know what? So and so, thank you for your feedback. I know that you shouldn't be taking your time to run after me. So I do apologize. It's extremely unfair. And then I added their name again, and I said, I am sincerely sorry. Guess what result this gave me? This gave her that feeling of power that she wanted, but it also allowed her to say that, what, you know, you are the best on the team that we have right now. And she was being good. She was actually sucking up to me because she couldn't fight me anymore. So there's that crazy lesson in life, bro. Like, if you see negativity, don't fight negativity with negativity, because you don't know the source of it or why it's even happening. You always need to maintain your ground and see what's happening and flow in positive. That's basically just the summary of both of those books. Trust me, I don't always agree with these concepts. It's very hard to apply them in real life situations, but just the awareness of them can make you aware of that one situation out of those three events, and it can make a major difference in your life. I hope my reflection can be your reflection, so we can all have a better outcome. Thank you for being with me in this video. Please do hit the like and subscribe button. Tomorrow is Monday, and I will try again.